Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Derf Gaming. It's Torment, and we are still here in Circus Minor, still here in Saga Cliffs. Hopefully, we will finish exploring this massive hub town today, and then we will spend a far less time here in the future because it'll be, oh, come back and do this thing or that thing, and yeah. So it's only gonna be, it'll be, I think this is episode 10 or 11 or whatever. It's only the first, how many hours in here. Not the worst.
I am the very soul of action.
So let's come over here. The Cult of the Changing God. Okay, what is this?
All right.
The structure is embedded in the ground. It was clearly not made by the same people who built Circus Minor. So the device stems deeper into the ground below the road. Withered wounds spread across the surface of the device's surface. And I can't do anything with it. Cool. So let's come in here. Oh! As I walk in. Look! It is one of the Death Teeter's vessels. Ah, can it be? What fortune, what joy. Cadmean will want to see you, vessel, and Mimian too.
I'm going.
What is this? Ancient device. Can't do anything with it. I'm assuming the same for that one over there. Okay. The size of the human figure repeated throughout camp is highly unusual. Its use as a symbol sets the elevation of humanity, perhaps a specific person, aka me or my sire, or whatever you want to call it. Kasmeen, how you doing? As you approach the door, you see that they are arguing heatedly but quietly. The petite woman turns towards you. Her hair is unusual, a light, almost yellow color. Her bright eyes dominate her pretty face. Excuse me, sir. My friend and I were having a discussion, and her eyes fall upon your tattoo, and her breath catches audibly in her throat. A cast-off, one I've never seen. Her partner is an unnaturally tall man, gaunted, sour face, his voice sonorous, with fingers that twitch and weave through strange contortions. Occasional light sparks in the air as he does. He turns towards you and opens his mouth to speak, registers your tattoo, and closes it again. His throat bobs for a moment. He says, "It is an honor." She says, "Must we indulge in this religious nonsense?" The opinion of your beliefs noted. We have discussed our differences with you and made your position quite clear, thank you. He turns back to you, anger etched in his face. If I might impose your time for a moment, will you tell me about your tattoo? How did you shape it? Do you know why it differs from the others? I'm having trouble placing him. Could it be? I need more time to question him. What do you mean shape it? Don't tattoos stay the same? Not yours, revered one. His voice is the barest whisper as he courtees. You are a castle of the changing god, light of brilliance. His touch is on your head. The tattoo marks you as his child. You are not alone. The other cast-offs live, and we treasure each of you. You are welcome here, revered one. We stand ready to serve if we can. Have you any questions for us? Yeah, who are you? I'm Mimian. I am one of the leaders of the cult of the changing god in Sagas Cliffs. My primary duty is as chief archivist. My colleague is Kasmeen. He's responsible for the day-to-day administration of our encampment. What can you tell me about the city? The city your sire built and defended, the cradle of civilization, the center of the empire of knowledge. This is how, however, I was raised, but the slow turn is effusive. It is among the great works of humanity in the ninth world. Built on the foundations laid by unknown creators, it has risen to become one of the most preeminent cities in Garavia Sound. It's somewhat diminished in these latter years, to be sure. Perhaps the changing god will return to lead us to the glory. Do you know anything about the sorrow? Shadows touch itself ritualistically on the forehead and on the lips. A monster of deepest nightmare. I've heard that it wants you dead. Every one of the Holy One's creation's all dead. I don't know why, but it hates you. You know about the meaning of this tattoo? You are a castle of the changing god, our inspiration, the man who has cheated death for centuries so that he might accumulate wisdom. He wears bodies like clothes and abandons them when he is exhausted his studies in them. When he leaves, a spark of his consciousness remains. Your consciousness, revered one. What can you tell me about my sire? You mean the most accomplished inventor of our time, the hero of Sagas Cliffs, the man who dodged death itself, the time weaver, the man who destroyed the Tibalt? Oh, we have so much to say, but perhaps we should wait for another time. Why would we wait? I'm asking these questions now. Rest in his chamber? Rumor and conjecture, nothing more. Idle speculation for those who wish to pretend that knowledge of your sire's motivations packed along as fact. Have you seen it? Do you know where it is, what it does? Please know who can repair it. So you have seen it. You have touched it? She gets herself. She seems almost overwhelmed. Your tattoo, like all the others, but this one is different. He looks sharply at you now, all distraction gone. He does not recognize you. He's not matching the descriptions we have recorded. She snaps her fingers, and as if she is finally figuring out a mystery. Wait, let me remember your face. Oh my, you're new. Are you the tainted god? Can it be? She reaches out to touch her sleeve and pulls her hand back quickly. No, I'm not the guy. As I thought, you are a cast-off, one of his children. He touches you with his long finger hands as if a consolation. There's no shame in such a thing. Many cast-offs have come to our attention. Some of them have sought to deceive us so they might seem more important. If you are as new as we suspect, it's better for you, for us. Tell the truth of your existence and to bluster and lie. Are you sure you're not? She catches herself. Why would you lie about that? With noticeable effort, she wrenches herself into optimism, and she chirps, but you're new, aren't you? You're new. Have you decided what you'll do, what you'll be? Your side other children have done amazing things. Amazing, and no doubts you will as well. He lays a hand on her shoulder, and his voice is a little cautionary. Cass? She sits away for a moment, swallowing sudden tears, and he says, we have a request for you. He gestures toward the clock behind him. Dark figures circumambulate these clock faces. I theorize that your sire's creation of the time shields that protected the city established a connection with its future selves. Given this, we believe these figures may be cast-offs, or ghosts of cast-offs perhaps, the living shells of bodies your creator has worn previously. His fingers shrug eloquently for him. The clock is more than time, you see. We do not have knowledge sufficient to investigate, but you might. You have a connection with he who created the clock. You should be able to align it with the present time and uncover who these figures are. If you cannot, at least you will increase our store of knowledge. She smiles briefly, looking between Mimmy and you, and then we can answer your questions you must have, right, Mim? Do you have any idea how to fix the clock? We have tried. We've appealed to the order of truth. I've spoken with eminent seekers for knowledge. We've sent wisdom as far as the steadfast, a great achievement, you must agree. None have given us an answer. We believe your sire created the device, or had a hand in it, perhaps. Perhaps you can find an answer where others have failed, and then we can help you. You will have our boundless gratitude for feared one.
Yeah, that's something I could do.
Let's interact with the clock. The complex machine towers over you. Its purpose unclear, but the three circular faces set into the ground remind you of clocks. Nothing is wrong with the machine, however. It's partially transparent, shimmering in the air when you look directly at it. The clock faces seem to show several times at once. Humanoid silhouettes ripple between the central clock's face, and one places his hand against the face as though it were a glass wall. They seem to be watching you. Examine the machine. The towering mechanism wavers in the air. Similar to Calistige, it appears to be in several states at once. They're all the machine states are in the exact same location. You can't touch it either. Your hand passes right through the surface. As you pull your hand away, memory strikes you as powerfully as if someone took a club to your chest. You were working on the clock, no longer transparent but perfectly solid. There's a noise behind you, so they've come the three traders. They think to surprise you. But through the powers of the clock, you've foreseen this moment. There's the faintest sound of metal sliding against leather. So have a hand on the central clock face, activating the clock's arcane powers. You're not sure what it'll do to them, but it looks better than what they'll do to you. There's a flash. Arcs of energy stretch out from the clock over your shoulders to your would-be attackers. You don't see what happens to them, but they quickly disappear along with their screams. As the last shreds of memory fade, a swirl of energy passes through your body. Cold bars prick every muscle. Suddenly, tidal forces arc from the clock to three ancient devices in the cultist encampment. The clock recognizes something inside you, or maybe vice versa. Either way, you've rarely activated the nearby devices. Hey! Got a quest, boys.
Go.
I'm not gonna reach for the silhouettes just yet. Do you know anything about the things that I just activated? We've struck a bargain with everyone. Be in poor spirit of beat if we not honor our promises. I see the clock remains its fix, and you bring us no new knowledge of its workings. Oh, we just... Okay,
ready.
Screw it. Check the center thing first. See what the heck. A strange feeling comes over you as you approach this device, as if someone were sneaking up on you in the corner of your eye. When you look, there's no one there, but it feels something is different, though. You can't put your finger on what. A series of images flit across the surface of the device itself. They don't appear related to the changes around you. You see the faces of other people in places, all of them familiar. Look more closely at the changes around you. Changes are difficult to notice at first, but the moment you figure it out, Circus Minor is the same, but the crowd is different. Most of the people in the stalls and buildings are not the same as you've seen around the square, though a few you recognize are younger by several years. Ah. Examine the images on the surface of the device. Oh, buddy. As you focus on them, you feel a warmth in your head where your tattoo is. The images respond to your thoughts, slowing and changing at your whim. It's something about your body that allows you to do this. Perhaps because only you can see the images. Immediately recognize the pictures as pieces of memory, particularly the 3 memories you saw back in the fathoms of your mind. Underwater city. Memory is recent. 2 men, both with tattoos like your own, are in an underwater city, searching for something. The denizens of the city chase them from their quarry and ultimately surround and capture them. As you review the memory, you get a strange feeling in your mind that you can only describe as a query. The device wants something from you. You suddenly remember the memories in this device are possibilities, but you can lock one of the memories here so that it's the only one that displays. You don't remember the purpose that served, though. I'm assuming if the memories here are possibilities, and I can lock one of them, I can, like, set the past, basically. Lush Valley. Somehow you know the memories from a long time ago, centuries ago probably. A man and a woman, both with tattoos like your own, are surveying a lush, secluded valley for some purpose you cannot recall. The Under Siege. Somehow you know this memory is ancient. It might have occurred around 1,000 years ago. A man and a young girl race through the streets of Sagas Cliffs. All around them, the city is attacked by a terrible people that Tabat you recall. The man takes them to an ancient machine somewhere in the city, and he and the girl disappear. Leave the device alone, just for now. I just want to see
Yes.
what happens by interacting with things on the sides. Oh, okay. As you approach the device, circus miners are thrown into chaos. Buildings are on fire. People are screaming and running for their lives while armored soldiers hunt them. None of them seem to pay any attention for you. Some kind of vision, not reality. You glance out the device. A series of images flit across the surface. Look closely at the chances around me. Miners under attack. Squads of armored soldiers roam the streets, hunting and killing anyone they find. Mobs of people flee in terror, only a few hapless souls trying and failing to fight them off. The soldiers are completely encased in jagged metal armor. You can't even tell if they're human. Looking beyond the carnage, the square in this vision looks wildly different. Many of the buildings have been that are on fire don't exist at all when you step away from the device, having been replaced by other structures. Okay. I'm assuming that this is a simple puzzle, and I've got to just put them with the correct things, but I want to check this last one first. It's people dress differently and speak differently. Whole new structures appear, including an enormous building rising from the edge of the square. Changes around me. It's almost completely different. The people are dressed strangely. If they speak the truth, there are many terms or phrases you don't understand. The square has changed as well. All the tents are gone. The building's more colorful and less withered. Tower of purple locks. It was 50 stories high that the other kid was describing. Mural is painted on inside that you can't see the details. Okay. Yeah, centuries old memory of the Lush Valley goes there.
Ready.
The recent thing goes here. And then the other one here. Ancient memory. As soon as you lock this third image, a final surge of energy arcs through the air from the device to the clock itself. The clock shines for a moment, then becomes solid, fixed into a single state. Hey! Fades. At the same time, the device in front of you goes dark. The images disappear as the strange view of the city's past. That was
I'll
cool.
remember that.
Yeah, you.
All right, Rin. You can do this.
You fixed the clock. I knew you would do it. I knew it. She shoots a triumphant smile at Mimian. You must tell us what you saw. Who were those figures? Were they cast-offs? What did they say? Were you able to retrieve them? Patience, Cass. We must first congratulate our guests. Masterfully done, revered one. A performance worthy of your sire. You're most welcome here. Fortunately, your task is not entirely complete. We told you our price. The decision stands. What? I realign the clock with the present time. Now I can interact with the main. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, because before my hand was
something I could
passing
do.
through. Now that it's a real clock, I should be able to, like, do the, like, prison thing where you put your hand up to the window, and the prisoner does, and you can feel each other through the glass, man. It's almost human contact. The machine is now solid. Each of the 3 clock faces shows a single time, but none of them point to any time measurement that you understand. Then how would I know they show us? I guess if they show this, I don't know. You lean closer to the central clock face. The 3 shadowy fingers still lurk within their features, almost discernible now. Suddenly the fingers surge out of the clock towards you. Intense pressure strikes your head like a steel spike, then everything goes black. Oh! We're going to the labyrinth, boys. Ooh. We got the old, what's the name of this staircase? There's a name for the art of the artist, and I'm forgetting it. But, you know, it's clearly an impossible staircase. It loops in on itself forever. Okay, let's talk to folks. 3 fingers are, before you are disoriented. They don't even notice yours first. All 3 of them have a tattoo like yours, cast-offs. What befell us? The woman is dressed in a powerful-looking armor. Her face bears several scars, yet her eyes have the innocence of a child. Did he do something? Are we still in the clock? What new torture does the changing God have for us? I do not believe so. The second figure is tall, dressed in all black. Its height is exaggerated further by a violet fish-like crest on the top of its head. Its large yellow eyes are squinted, scanning all around. Excuse me. There was a man outside the clock, but it wasn't. It was him. The third figure points at you. He is a small, wiry, intense as though he expects danger. He carries a shield on his back. He's a cast-off, he says, looking at your tattoo. Can't say I recognize him, though. Who are you guys? We beg your forgiveness, friend, brother. We have been through quite the trial. I am Kamos. These are my friends, Divatiku and Villain. We are cast-offs like you, so she up and down, her brow slightly furrowed despite her kind demeanor. While we were just in your head, I saw it. How is that possible? Who are you? I'm a cast-off like you, the latest one. The latest? Raises one eyebrow significantly higher than the other. That's not possible. We faced the changing God mere days ago, and you are not the body he wore. Oh! Okay. Ah, I think we might have been trapped in that clock for centuries, Kamos. Something about it messed with our perception. The Varjelin looks up at the ceiling, or where the ceiling would be if there were one. Time's an illusion. How long is the wrong question. It turns its enormous bulbous eyes to you. What is this place? Where are we? Outside time we were, perhaps still are. It's more in my mind, I think. The Varjelin shuts his eyes, 6 nostrils open wide as it inhales deeply. Yes, perhaps you are right. Our consciousness were ripped from our bodies when the changing God activated his clock. When you appeared, it happened again. Our minds ripped from their chronal prison. I cannot be certain, but I believe this is part of some vast mental construct. He turns to you, your mental construct. What, you mean we went from one prison to another? You did this. If it's your mind, then let us out. I don't know how you got here. Relax, friend, brother. Whether for days or for centuries, we survived that clock. We will survive this. If time is an illusion and is not our enemy, we will find a way. Can you get us out of here? Weren't you listening? We were trapped in that clock for centuries. I'm looking for a way out, believe me, but if Diviatiku says it's your mind, then it's your show. So long as we live, there is hope. One of us will find a way. Why did he put you in the clock, folks? Ah, yes, he looks down, embarrassed. The 3 of us once worked alongside our sire, helping him with his research after he brought the Order of Truth to Sagas Cliffs. We saw him for what he was, selfish, arrogant. Marilel helped us to see. I wonder what has become of her since we were in prison. He didn't care about us, not a single one of his children. He crosses his arms and looks away bitterly. All of his projects were always about him. He didn't care if anyone got hurt in the process. We betrayed him. Unlike the others, the Varjelin looks you directly in the eye. We meant to stun him, capture him before he could escape to another body, but he was too quick for us. He activated the clock, tearing our minds from our bodies and trapping us eternally. I don't see any way out. Varjelin stretches his neck, putting its face with an enhanced band of yours. It seems to be examining you. Then it says, it's your mind. Only you have the power to change. What he's trying to say is this place was created for your body, or perhaps by your body. Our sire placed within each of us unique gifts and abilities. For example, I've never heard of another cast-off who could trap consciousness the way that you have. Gives you a warm smile. He would not have created this space for you without also giving you a means to move through it. Think what other gifts the Orchestrator Creator bestow upon you. I chose an aspect of myself when I was born deep in the heart of this labyrinth. Is that it? Tiku shakes his head. I can see what you speak of, it says, and you get a momentary impression that its eyes can see through you. This aspect describes you just as I have. Varjellen. Vilan is observant, and Kamos is foolish. I object to that characterization. He's not wrong, and you know it. At her wounded look, he raises his hands placatingly. It's the truth. Anyway, you've gotten us out of twice as much trouble as you got us into. These aspects are descriptors of who we are, but they are not us. That you chose your aspects says quite a lot, but I don't believe that's enough to set us free. They call it Nano? So is the Varjellen, but you don't see him barking about it. See, that's just the type of thing that you do as a path you chose, not something our sire gave you, nor means to freedom. I built a path out of a deep fathom in my mind by recovering memories I lost. Perhaps if there are any memories here to recover. Villain curls his lip and looks around. Maybe I don't know what memories look like, but I don't see anything. We're on an agreement, Villain. I don't think I have the ability you're talking about. You must, Kamo says. Looks at her compatriots and back to you. We each have our gifts, given to us by our sire, by our specific purpose. His purpose, of course, but a purpose nonetheless. She presses a hand to her chest. They say, for example, foolish though I may be, I have 9 magical gifts of speech. That's not something I chose or learned, but it's he who made me to be. Villan rubs his hands along the edge of his shield. I'm a master of defensive arts. Our sire learned them when he was in my body. Probably built my body to excel at it. I wouldn't call it a gift, but it's me, yeah. Divyatiku, I'm one with the shadows. I live in them, breathe in them. This is not some esoteric I discovered, but a unique ability our sire chose for me when I was in his body. If it's in you, perhaps you've just forgotten. Our sire wouldn't have made this place without granting you the power to get out. Focus. Find the answer inside yourself. Sure. Shut your eyes, search memories for the ability they speak of. You rifle through your memories, past everything you actually remember to the memories you didn't create yourself. There must be a key or a door, anything that would help you to escape this fathom of your mind. Just as you were about to give up, you find a cluster of sparks, nascent abilities deep within the core of your being. You sense the abilities to speak eloquently, to use a shield with a master skill, to lurk amongst the shadows as though they were home. Oh, God. None of these seem particularly suited to creating a path out of this place, but as you sift through them, you know that you are trapped here, not because of some puzzle your sire left for you to solve, but because you are not yet whole. This is another part, the last part of deciding who you are. In completing yourself, you'll be able to open a path back to the calm of your mind. Oh, what? Oh, but I feel like almost feel bad. Like I'm gonna just leave one of these people to die. Max effort on persuasion, deception, intimidation tasks. %5 on deception tasks. Cat occurs hidden or targeting area that's blind and gain 10% on attack. Okay. Bard, thief, counterattack. Ends turn immediately. Whenever an attack misses you, make a basic attack against the enemy if in range. There's no limit to the number of attacks that can be made this way each turn. Shield Master. Plus 10% evasion as long as you have an item equipped in the offhand slot in your hands. Almost anything is a shield. No, we're gonna... We're gonna be silver-tongued because, to be fair, while I have 100% loss rate in battles so far, that's also as a one of one thing as we approach, 10 hours of this game. So, I'm gonna go with the non-combat solution because that seems to be what I've been doing mostly. That's it, you did it. Does this mean we can go back to the real world? I don't think so, Villain, but it does mean we're free. Finally, he turns to you. Thank you, friend. Go on. We will follow. Something's not right. Shadows, angles, it's safer for him to go first.
Yes.
Anything else to say?
Fine.
Okay, like, I feel bad, 'cause I feel like two of these people who have to have, like, their souls ripped. Oh, no! Oh, wow. Talk to your companions frequently. They can yield interesting ideas or a new perspective on an objective. You can learn more about them or their backstories. I should be talking to people more often. I saw what happened. Are you alright? That thing almost killed you. It did happen. It blasted you out of that part of your mind. The sorrow must be gathering its strength, taking spaces in your mind to keep you from reaching your full potential. I don't know why it doesn't just destroy you. Maybe the fragments aren't strong enough yet. It's alright though, we have more important things to do, right? Like get that chamber fixed. God damn it. Tired of hearing all that chamber. How did activating the clock in the real world open another fathom? Who knows, probably triggered something in your mind, made a bridge you didn't have before, but you did have the bridge once, but you lost it. Are there fathoms open like that? Maybe. We've already made a lot of changes to this place at this point, nothing would surprise me. You changed? Okay, there we go. Portal has collapsed in this tiny pulsing spear. Something about it strikes you and angry that you'd be hard pressed to say why. Did meet another one of these. Holes, right? Yeah, we did.
I'm ready.
This is annoying. Ghostly woman, her eyes grow wide at the scene in front of you. That's me, remember now. The siege ended, the Tabat were drifting back. I was among the survivors, but I didn't exactly survive. One of the Tabats weapons made me sick somehow in my mind. My father was an explorer and a tinkerer. He knew something about Numenera. He would be there to protect me. The Aram priests and Churgians couldn't help me. No one could. My father kept me in case until a cure could be found. She gazed into the distance as if trying to remember something. Oh, there was a woman result of some cure? I don't know. Please, we're so close. Keep looking so we can find the answer. It's so real. Her chest moves up and down with each breath. It's strange to see the ghostly woman both inside the chamber and out of it. Any more impressions? One of them offers joy and sorrow for coin. Her family is not her own. I think it's borrowed. One of them is dead, yet a piece of her lives. Okay, that's it. Alright, well. Cool. Machines make no sounds or motion at all. Like the other machines here, they seem to be just a facade.
Alright.
Alrighty. So there's one more way to send myself.
Ready.
We out here. Blue Tide represents wisdom, enlightenment, and mysticism. It's the type of people whose goal is to expand the mind and the spirit.
Fine.
Need a solid now. It's 3 clocks face. They're fixed at a single point each. The clock's purpose is still a mystery, but at least you can interact with it. There's the figures of Kamos, Diviaktu, and Villion are no longer present in the central clock base. They exist only in a labyrinth now. Cool. We cool now? Ah, you return to us. You've completed your task. You see inside the clock. Tell us. I met Kamos, Diviaktu, and Villion. Women creases her face. I know these names. They're not new to us. They were favorite servants of your creator, Cast-off, who served him well. Indeed, Diviatiku brought the order of truth to Sagas Cliffs, but they betrayed their holy trust and disappeared. Nevertheless, we will honor our arrangement. You saw answers about who might repair the rest in this chamber. We know that your sire built it with the aid of another cast-off, still unknown to us. Perhaps one of your siblings might know where to find him or her. I only know of one other cast-off still in the city. The albino assassin Matkina. They call her the White Death. She wore a camouflage flashing cloak. Brought destruction in her wake. The last I heard of her, she was in the other underbelly. Seek her, but be wary.
Making a note.
So we level up. Oh, we are leveling up all over the place. And yeah, we're gonna call that a success. We're cold calculating Jack. Let's do him first. It's even gonna be going to tier 4. I guess. Yeah, improve skill. Nope. Smashing. Persuasion. Initiative. Current. Running. Bonus movement distance on each crisis turn. What the hell is it? Okay. I'm gonna go with smashing. Cause yeah, he's an expert at breaking things. I like that. That kind of fits with Eratus. So reach tier 2. Abilities unlocked. Elbow Grease. 5% bonus gain from each level effort spent on smashing or quick fingers. Kinetic Overdrive. Gain 3 might pool, 3 speed pool. Use abilities to learn. Fell Swoop. Attacking an arc in front of you, dealing weapon damage to all enemies who fail to evade. Stare at a target with a grappling hook and pull them. Oh, give me. Actually, no, I'll take crowd control over AoE. And yeah, we'll make him melee weapon skill too. Confirm that. Oh, getting to a new tier is sweet. What? What? Alright. Let's level up Rin. Plus 30% on stealth tasks. Nice. I want to increase your stat pools. Because oh, what? Oh, I only came in because I wanted to increase her might above 1. It's apparently not an option. Make her super quick-fingered. Back to me. One increased edge on intellect. Intellect is like proving to be like just a fantastic like. Yeah, sorry. But I've been using intellect repeatedly. Okay. Ayo. Haha. Sorry, I was reading this, I think I heard it before, that's why I was saying it out loud. Okay, but we completed the quest, we got bonuses, we got level ups across the team. I know the goal was to complete Surger's Minor today, but like, that looks like a cliff there, probably a little bit down here. And guess what? We've been sent to the underbelly anyway. I was trying to let that go, but I would way too interested in speaking with the albino assassin cast-off. So, next time, we will finish out circus miner. Then go to the underbelly, find this assassin, and then hopefully be about done with stuff here in Zygus Cliffs and be able to head to the reef. So, till next time, be sure to like, subscribe, share, all that jazz, and of course, as always, have a great life, folks. Peace.